Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Janaea Moore. I'm 33, and I pop my balloon just because you're not really my physical type. I was like, I have a thing with noses, and I like a guy with kind of like a thin like bridge. I know that's like so extra, but I do. I just have this like attraction to like this like thin bridge. Yeah, I like noses. Yes.
Okay, it's fine.
No, she's someone that's your type.
And she's pretty. I mean, I don't know if I would approach her, but she's good looking.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's move on.
You know, I've heard of some dumb reasons for people get rejected on these dating shows, but what? Your nose bridge isn't thin enough? Really? Really? What the Scrooge McDuck you talking about? Your nose bridge isn't thin enough. And this type of mentality is such a big contributor to why so many people are single right now. Why there is a dating apocalypse. At the mature age of 33, as she stated, you feel me? You would think she would prioritize, character over if his nose bridge is thin enough. All right. Is he a good person? Does he have your best interest at heart? Is he responsible? Does he respect you? A dude could have a thin nose bridge and whoop your ass. All right. He could have a thin nose bridge and put everything in your name and mess up your credit and just do all kind of things and ruin your life. You know what I'm saying? Sleep with your mama, your sister, your aunt. Then when it's all said and done, you feel me? You'll complain. All these men are trash, they're jerks. Because you prioritize a man with a thin nose bridge who was morally bankrupt. You see, judging from these videos, women like her have to understand that life is not a Pixar animation. All right, you're not going to be able to build a man from scratch out of clay to your perfection, to what you deem as being perfect. So, okay, you're used to dating men with thin nose bridges. What's wrong with taking interest in something different? That wouldn't be settling. If I'm used to cookies and cream milkshakes from Cookout, them things are delicious, by the way. If I'm used to cookies and cream milkshakes and one day I say, hey man, I'm gonna try banana pudding. That doesn't mean I'm settling because it's not what I'm used to. I'm trying something different because they're both good in their own right. They both have qualities that make them unique and delicious. All right, you feel me? This whole concept of I'm not settling for a man if he's not exactly what I want to the T, physically and financially and emotion. It shit look crazy, man. It looks crazy. You are going to be single forever operating like that.
My favorite part about dating is when you go on a first date and it goes really well. So you go on a second date and that goes really well. And then you go on a third date, which goes really well. And then you find out that they're looking for something long term, which makes you like them more. So then you go on a fourth date and it goes really well. But then you find out that they want to be single for longer and then you just never talk again.
This is the result of telling every woman not to settle. It's an idea that sounds empowering, but is actually a trap. Women are so obsessed with not settling that they're not choosing anything. The whole don't settle mantra has turned into a permanent state of hesitation. And this is why women in their 30s are now having children more than women in their 20s, which is causing birth rates to plummet. Women have been sold a lie, and they're never going to find love if they're constantly waiting for the next best option. The longer you chase perfect, the longer you end up alone.
And you know, it's really unfortunate because contrary to what's put out there, yes, there is a lot of trash juice out there in terms of quality, but you know, there's still good women out there. I know some personally. I've talked to some. There are some real spiritually grounded, good morals, real cool, feminine, sweet women out there. I be thinking like, yo, you'd make someone a good wife. But they all just be stuck in that whole searching for perfection way of thinking, man. And it's like, yo, you looking for somebody that don't exist. And it's sad because you really think to yourself, you make a good wife. You make a good girl, you know what I'm saying? But you're never gonna choose. So deep down, you know they're gonna be alone forever. And it sucks because it's clear that they don't wanna be alone. You You know, if they wanted that, hey, that's your life. That's what you wanted. But they make it very clear they don't want to be alone. But in the back of your head, you know, there's a high chance she gonna be by herself. Because when you choose to chase perfection, you're choosing an endless journey. So essentially, she ain't got no one to blame but herself. That last clip really had nothing to do with nothing, but I came across it and I said, man, that woman nasty. She nasty as hell, man. You don't want to know where that snake has been. Now, the throat game looks impressive, but it's just gross, man. Not the one to bring home to mom. Now, it might be fun for a night. All right, make sure she use that mouthwash heavy before y'all get it cracking. But yeah, you don't want that. But anyway, make sure y'all like, helps with the algorithm, comment, subscribe. Till next time, baby, I'm out.